Hey there, welcome to the Fix It Boys channel. Today what we're going to be doing is awning poles, and what those are for is, and I'm sure if you have an RV, it's and the wind blows and and then your awning goes up. It's happened to me, and then you've seen it happen to other people, and then it blows your awning up. Sometimes tears up your awning, sometimes tears up your mechanisms. And this is a way that you can stop that. So what I've got is this basically, and you can use it other kinds of stake, but this is basically what we use when we're RVing to tie up our dogs. And like I said, you can use whatever kind of stake you want. So the other thing is I went and got, these are just basically painter's poles. Right. So what you do on this is on the painter's pole, this is where the threads are, or were, that screw into your roller. And so you need to cut those off. And so what I did, this here is a D-ring. You need to get a D-ring. And this is 1/4 inch. And then you just drill a hole through that to put your D-ring in. Now mine, and if you can tell, that's 6.2 feet by 12 feet, so at maximum 12 feet. So you need to know how far from, that you are from here to the ground, so you know how long a pole you need to get. The first one I got, I didn't measure and I guesstimated 8 foot. Well, that's taller than 8 foot, so I had to go back and exchange the poles and get taller poles. So if you'll look, what we're gonna do is I've already got my brackets that I made, and these are kind of handy dandy, and I'll show you how I made those real quick. So I'm going to take these off, this one off real quick. Okay, so if you come up here, so all this is 1.25 inch perforated square tubing, and if you see right here, this was square, and I just cut this side out, and then I left a little tab on this long with this one hole, and you can see how was just square tubing. Cut the side off and left the one section out. I'll explain to you what this tab sticking out here is for. And so when I put these up here, all I did is I got a center punch, and I put this up here, centered it up, marked holes, center punched it. These are quarter 20 screws, and I put with nylon locking nuts. And it really doesn't take long to make them, even once you get even to cut this out. I think that my total time making them and putting them on was, it couldn't have been maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes. just tighten those, just, you know, snug them up. They don't have to be super tight because you got the lock nuts on them. Now, you get this pole. Get the ladder away. Hang on. Get your pole. Put it right in the center hole. Put your D-ring through there. Clip that on. Right, now when you put this on, you can see that kind of move. I don't know if you can tell, that kind of moves up and down. The whole purpose for this pole is to take the pressure off of the carriage. So you want to push the bottom part down and pick up on it just a little bit. Now, get your straps. Now that little tab I told you about, all you do is just hook that in there like that. Come out here. And you only want to put that about a foot or so from the leg here. We'll go ahead. Run this through here just like that. Just pull up on that. Now you don't want to get it too tight. It doesn't have to be. Just, that's probably it. I mean, it doesn't have to be that tight. Now, and one reason that this right here, you don't want to get it too far, is I'm sure you had similar things like that, an awning or with tie down straps, and they get them too far out there, and how many times people trip and fall and bust their butt on them. This way it's real short, and the reason I used orange is because it's visible. So now, the wind's not blowing, so it can't be. But if you can tell, this thing, I can pick it up, but the wind, I mean, it's not gonna move. Now, two things. Your strap keeps the weight of it pulled down on the pole. Okay, the pole keeps it from mashing everything into the carriage and running this and putting pressure on the fiberglass on your carriage. And that's as simple. Now, to take it down, when you're done, it's a matter of probably just a few seconds. Take that loose, undo that. Take your strap off. Twist your pole, and then put your awning down. That's as simple as that. And you know, I've got one for either side. I just showed you the one. Leave the comments in the section below. And thanks for stopping by the Fix It Boys.